A message from the chairman of the European Bahraini Organization for Human Rights, Hussein, from inside the dry dock prison, addressed to the United Nations and to the local, regional, and international organizations. Human rights are for all. Freedom, equality, justice, law, freedom of opinion and expression. We live up to human rights. In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. Urgent appeal to Mr. Ban Ki-moon, UN Secretary General, Mr. Juan Mendes, UN Special Rapporteur on Torture, Ms. Navi Pillay, UN High Commissioner of Human Rights, all local, regional, and international organizations. I am Hussein Jawad, a prisoner of conscience, and I work as chairman of the European Bahraini Organization for Human Rights, EBOHR. I am writing this letter to you in haste to indicate the tragic human rights situation experienced by prisoners of conscience in Ward Number 2 at the Dry Dock Prison, where I was arrested on Sunday, 24th of November 2013, on charges of inciting hatred against the regime. This arrest came a year after an investigation was held with me at the Building of Criminal Investigations, where I was interrogated about the organization's work and about my clear public human rights activities. Dear sirs and madams, since I was transferred to the Dry Dock Prison in an isolated building from other wards on 25th of November 2013, I have witnessed, heard, and seen varying violations of human rights against prisoners, those of which includes poor food, prevention of the free practice of religious rights, mixing of diseased criminal prisoners with prisoners of conscience, not allowing prisoners to make calls but only for less than 10 minutes twice a week, failure to provide appropriate treatment for those who suffer from chronic disease, failure to provide adequate space for reading and writing, failure to freely provide books such as books on human rights and law and some of religious books, failure to provide a suitable environment for prisoners when they are visited by their loved ones, where there is a net barrier between the prisoners and his family, preventing them from touching, kissing, and hugging each other. Failure to provide a passport for the children who are born while their fathers are in custody. Not to prosecute a number of prisoners for more than a full year while they did not show them any condemnation. Ill treatment of prisoners by prison officials, torturing some of them every now and then and subjecting them to constant insult, humiliation, degrading treatment, and threats. I am informing you that since I was transferred to the Dry Dock Prison, the Ministry of Interior Short-Term Unit, I have monitored and documented more than 41 cases of violations happened through arrests, detentions, investigation, systematic torture, enforced disappearance, failure to provide lawyers for prisoners during the investigation, stripping the prisoners naked during the investigation, blindfolding them, hitting them with water hoses, sexually harassing them, spitting on them, threatening to rape their sisters, forcing them to work with security forces as informers, forcing them to confess and to sign papers which they do not know their content. These same investigation methods then were transferred to the public prosecution. The Dry Dock Prison in general suffers from intentional negligence by officials, where the non-maintenance of sewage water causes stinking discharges that seeps into the prisoners' cells, despite presenting hundreds of letters, reports, and complaints to officials of the Red Society, but they do not respond to these problems. I have monitored and watched some officials suddenly entering the wards, and sometimes entering with their companions in civilian clothes to tighten on the prisoners in the early morning hours, causing discomfort and fear. Some of them have informed me that the security forces brought sniffer dogs inside the cells in order to provoke them, which is outside the framework of the law. And those administrators do this unjustified actions in periods of times under the pretext of inspection. The prison administration is ignoring the health issues of prisoners and intentional neglect of the ill prisoners. After struggling with pain, they are sent to the interior clinic after suffering for long periods of time, even up to days, and then and there. The prisoners is left to suffer for more than 2 days and gets ignored under multiple pretexts. Like the parents of the victims who were killed, Jawad al-Sheikh and Makki Abu Taki. I call upon you and upon the international community to intervene immediately and urgently to stop human rights abuses against prisoners of conscience, victims' family, and human rights defender, specifically in the dry dock prison, where they face multiple violations other than those promoted by the official media services. Please accept my sincere respect and appreciation. Hussein Jawad Borowiz, Chairman of the European Bahraini Organization for Human Rights, Dry Dock Prison, Ward Number 2, 2nd of December 2013. He also wrote to me, being his wife, saying, I write to you from my cell in which I'm being imprisoned as a free, proud, resistant and strong man by my love to you, to my son and my country, and with absolute faith in my fair case. And he added, be confident that I am here as a free, resistant and steady man, where my imprisonment haven't add anything to me but conviction in my principles and certainty in the fairness of the issues that I have fought for. I will always fight for human rights, and my jailer will not break my determination and will not deter me from my mission. What a noble mission it is. I spend so much time in reading, meditation, reflection, and education. Our mission's youthfulness has increased, which we shall propagate in the hearts of the oppressed. He drew his words to his son too, saying, Oh my son, my little baby, this is my letter to you from my small cell. You know why daddy is in prison, because I love you and I want for you the best and the most beautiful and bright future. I want to express my love for you and to tell you that I love you very, very much. My baby, how much I miss your laughter, your voice, and your cries. Borowiz, don't be sad because I am far. I will not forget you. You are in my heart and you are never out of my mind. My darling, soon we will play together and run together and continue our lives together, but in a future free of human rights violations. An upcoming future, shining with justice, law, and freedom. Thank you.